Good morning. Welcome to season 3 of This Real Fisherman. This morning I'm down at a lake that's about 10 miles from my home. I'm out on the ice and I'm getting ready to drill me a hole and see if I can catch some fish. But before I do that, I'd like to go over a few things about the system that I'm using and see if I can help you out. Now normally what I'll do, I'm about, I'd say 50 yards from the shoreline, and what I'll do is I'll start drilling out from the shallow part of the shoreline on out toward the deeper end. And typically what I'll do is I'll drill 4 holes, starting in the shallow area and come out another 30 feet and drill a hole, and a third 30 feet and drill a hole, and then a final 30 feet and drill another hole, so that I have holes that's in approximately 5, 8, 10, and 15 feet of water. And then I'll go along and see if I can hit fish, which particular hole I might hit fish in. So anyhow, I was out here last night, and I don't know if you can see, but behind me I have the series of 4 holes that I drilled last night. Now what I discovered was that the fish were in 15 foot of water last night. So this morning I'm out in that 15 foot area. I'm going to drill another hole here and pop a line down and see if I've got any fish. Now if I don't, I'll backtrack back toward the shallow water and we'll go from there. So I'm going to drill a hole and we'll see what happens. I got my 18 volt drill and my auger on here, and I'm going to go through the snow here and pop a hole. Now when I get to the bottom of the hole, I switch my drill to reverse and just give it a pop to get it started up the hole. And then what I'll do is I'll work this up and down a little bit and then give it a real hard pull out of the hole like that. What that does is it brings up all the ice and sludge up from out of the hole, and I don't have to use my scoop to clean out as much stuff. So there you go. There's my hole. I'm going to clean it out here. Okay, hole's nice and clean. All I got to do is get my pole, bait it up, and get down there and see if there's anybody home. I'm going to start by baiting up with a leaf worm. I'll show you what a leaf worm is here. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Well, I guess I'll start by using a wax worm instead of a leaf worm. Alright, we're going to get down here. Now based on what I learned last night, I should be in about 15 foot of water here. I'm not using the same holes I used last night for obvious reasons. the hole froze up overnight. Yeah, it looks like I'm down there. Let's see if there's anybody home. Yep, there's something already. Right off the bat. That's a nice gill. Nothing wrong with him. We'll take him. We'll take him. There you go. He's not too bad a fish. That looks like pretty much a true bluegill there. Often what I'll do is I'll come out in the evening for just a couple hours and locate the fish, and that sets me up for the next morning. And then the next morning I'll have an idea where they're at, and I'll just come out and I can get started right away. There we go, there's another one. He's not very big. We're not going to keep that guy. Let him go. Get back down there. Once the fish start hitting, you want to keep your bait down there. You don't want much time to lapse between the time you bring a fish in and you get back down there. That's why I never reel my line back onto the spool. I let it drop down naturally, let it float down the hole, hit the bottom, and then work it back up real slow. Nothing on that up jig. Now I'm doing a down jig. If you follow my videos, you see that I use these little specialty ice fishing rods all the time. And it's got this little spring bobber on there. It's real sensitive, so it allows you to know when the fish are hitting. When the fish bite. Clean my hole out here. Alright, let's try a drop down. See, I've got 15 feet of line right here in my hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it over the hole and just let it slowly go down and then release it. Now it's just floating down toward the bottom. Now I'm going to stop it just above the bottom and let it sit there for a minute. Nothing. Now I'm going to start jigging it. There's a hit. Whoop, missed it. Missed it, missed it, missed it. Missed it again. Gotta be a little guy. Gotta be a little guy. Missed it again. There it is. You can see the bait. I've got the line in my hand, not on the reel, it's just in my hand, and I'm bringing it down toward the ice. I'm going to let it go, and now it's drifting down the hole, just like a little piece of food. And there's a hit. It hit while it was drifting down, and there's a fish. Again, it's not quite the size we want, but it was a fish. I got to put some more bait on here. There we go. Waxy's on. Get the line up in my hand. There it is. Now, I got the line in my hand, and I'm letting the line drift down to where I can let go of it. And it's drifting down, 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 down the hole, down the hole. I'm going to stop it right there, just above the bottom. I'll let it sit there for just a minute. Something's hitting on it right now. Got it. There, that's a keeper gill. Nothing wrong with him. We'll take it. They're not huge gills, but they're a good eating size, and they taste pretty good in a frying pan. There, we'll get back down the hole. Bringing my line down, letting the bait drift. It's sinking, 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 sinking. Right there, it's above the bottom. Letting it sit there for just a minute. Alright, nothing wanted it. Now I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. A lot of this is experimenting with working your bait. Try different motions, different kind of jigging techniques until you find something that works. And the drift down method seems to work best most of the time. Okay, I'm going to sign off for the moment. Things have quieted down here. I've got a couple chores I got to do right here, maintenance stuff, and I'll catch you later. Okay, I'm back. I repositioned the camera to take advantage of the position of the sun. I'm still at the same hole that we got those first two fish in, so I'll get back here and see what we can do. Whoa, there we go. go. That's a good gill. That's a good one. We'll take him. There we go. There we go. That one's not a bad one either. We'll take him. We'll take him.